You know, it's a funny thing, isn't it? We spend so much of our lives being told what we should be doing, especially as we get older. There's this unspoken expectation, this picture painted for us, often of a bustling household, grandchildren running around, perhaps a partner by your side. And if that's not your reality, if you find yourself living alone, there can be a quiet whisper of, is something wrong? Or perhaps you just feel that lingering sense of something missing, an emptiness that the world tells you ought to be filled by others. You might even feel a bit of shame, or a sense of being left behind, when in truth, you're standing on the precipice of something truly remarkable. What if I told you that the very thing society might see as a deficit, living by yourself after 60, is actually a secret superpower? What if it's not a step back, but a massive leap forward into a period of unprecedented personal growth, joy, and independence? The painful reality for many older men is that they often feel isolated, even when surrounded by people, because they've lost their sense of self in the roles they've played for decades. They might feel like they're just waiting, rather than truly living. But there's a profound truth waiting to be uncovered, a different path that offers not just contentment, but genuine exhilaration. In this video, we're going to explore 8 life-changing benefits of living alone as an older man after 60, revealing how this chapter can be your most fulfilling yet. Stick around to the very end, because I promise you, there's something waiting for you that will genuinely surprise you. So, let's dive right into these incredible advantages, beginning with perhaps the most profound of all, the immense power of increased autonomy and freedom. Think about it. For years, decades even, you've likely navigated life with the needs and the preferences of others constantly in mind. Whether it was a spouse, children, or even demanding work schedules. Your decisions, big and small, were often a negotiation, a compromise. Now, suddenly, or perhaps gradually, that changes. Your time is your own. Your space is your own. This isn't about being selfish. It's about reclaiming your sovereignty. You wake up when you want, eat what you want, when you want. Fancy a late-night snack of toast and marmalade? Go for it. Want to spend an entire afternoon tinkering in the garage, listening to old records, or reading that book you've always meant to get to? There's no one to interrupt, no schedule to adhere to but your own. This newfound autonomy extends far beyond the mundane. It allows you to design your days, weeks, and even years precisely as you see fit. Planning a trip, you decide where, when, and for how long. Without needing to coordinate calendars or preferences. Want to take up painting, learn a new language, or volunteer your time for a cause you care deeply about. There's no one to question your choices, no one to subtly discourage you, and no one whose routine you need to fit into. This freedom is liberating in a way that's hard to fully appreciate until you experience it. It's not just about doing what you want, it's about having the mental space to even consider what you want. Often, for the first time in a very long time, you become the sole architect of your life, able to pivot, experiment, and truly live on your own terms. It fosters a deep sense of self-reliance and confidence that might have been dormant for years. You're not just going through the motions. You're consciously crafting your experience, moving seamlessly from that feeling of control. Let's consider the second incredible benefit: unparalleled personal growth and self-discovery. When you live alone, the background noise of other people's expectations and opinions often fades away. This quiet space creates an incredible opportunity for introspection. How often have you genuinely had the time and mental solitude to just sit with yourself, to reflect on who you are, what you truly value, and what makes you tick, without external influences shaping your thoughts? Living alone provides this precious gift. You might find yourself delving into old hobbies you abandoned, rediscovering passions you thought were lost, or even developing entirely new interests you never considered. Perhaps you always wanted to try gardening, or learn to play the guitar, or even explore your own culinary skills beyond just boiling water. This is your chance. The absence of constant immediate interaction means you're more likely to engage in activities solely for your own enjoyment, rather than for shared experience or to please someone else. This isn't to say shared experiences aren't valuable. But the unique freedom of self-discovery allows you to explore facets of yourself that might have been hidden. You become more attuned to your own needs, your own rhythms, and your own voice. This leads to a deeper understanding of yourself, a stronger sense of identity, and an increased resilience. When you are your own primary companion, you learn to trust your own judgment, to solve problems independently, and to build an internal wellspring of contentment that isn't reliant on external validation. You're effectively becoming your own best friend, and that relationship is one of the most fulfilling you can cultivate. So it's an ongoing journey of uncovering the fascinating individual you've always been, perhaps just waiting for the right conditions to truly flourish. And hand in hand with that self-discovery, there's a beautiful sense of enhanced peace and quiet. Imagine your home as your sanctuary, a place where the atmosphere is entirely dictated by you. There are no sudden loud noises that aren't of your choosing. No televisions blaring different shows in different rooms. No constant chatter or demands on your attention. This isn't about being antisocial. It's about having control over your auditory and emotional environment. For many men over 60 who have often spent their lives in busy households, workplaces, or social settings, this consistent quiet can be profoundly restorative. It reduces stress levels almost immediately. The persistent hum of daily life, even a loving one, can be draining. Living alone allows you to truly unwind, to let your guard down, and to simply exist in a state of calm. This peace and quiet isn't just about the absence of noise. It's about the presence of tranquility. It allows for deeper focus if you're engaged in a task, or simply provides a backdrop for quiet contemplation. You might find yourself sleeping better, as there are no disturbances from others' schedules or habits. You can create a bedtime routine that works perfectly for your body clock, without compromise. The ability to simply sit in silence, to enjoy a cup of tea without interruption, or to read a book with complete concentration, becomes a luxurious daily habit. This personal quiet space allows your mind to declutter, to process thoughts and emotions without the constant input from external sources. It's an invaluable asset for mental well-being, fostering a sense of inner calm that radiates into every other aspect of your life. Now that we've delved into the profound freedom of autonomy, the deep well of personal growth, and the soothing balm of peace and quiet, let's continue exploring even more incredible ways living alone can transform your life for the better. Continuing our journey through the remarkable benefits, let's shine a light on something often overlooked but profoundly impactful: greater financial independence and control. For many years, money matters in a shared household are often a joint venture, with negotiations, compromises, and shared expenses. When you live alone, suddenly, every penny is yours to manage, to save, and to spend precisely as you see fit. This isn't just about budgeting, it's about empowerment. You get to prioritize what truly matters to you, without needing to justify purchases or argue about spending habits. Want to invest in a new hobby? Go for it. Dream of upgrading your fishing gear, or perhaps finally buying that classic car part you've always wanted. There's no one else's opinion to factor in. This control extends to your entire financial outlook. You can set your own saving goals, decide on your charitable contributions, or allocate funds towards travel without external pressure. It simplifies your financial life considerably, reducing potential sources of conflict and stress that often arise in shared financial management. You become acutely aware of your own spending patterns, making it easier to identify areas where you can save or splurge, according to your own desires and needs. This clear, direct relationship with your finances fosters a sense of security and confidence. You become the sole steward of your resources, able to make decisions that directly align with your personal values and long-term aspirations. It's a powerful feeling of self-sufficiency, knowing that your financial destiny is firmly in your own hands, allowing you to build the kind of financial future that supports your individual dreams, unburdened by the complexities of shared financial planning. Next up, and this might seem paradoxical at first glance, is the often underestimated benefit of fostering deeper, more meaningful connections. You might think living alone means isolation, but the opposite can often be true. when you're not constantly surrounded by the same people day in and day out. Your interactions with others become more intentional, more cherished, and often far more meaningful. You choose when and with whom to socialize. This means your friendships and family relationships are pursued out of genuine desire, not out of obligation or proximity. You're not relying on a constant presence for companionship. Instead, you actively seek out connections that truly enrich your life. This newfound intentionality transforms the quality of your relationships. When you meet up with friends or family, you're genuinely present and engaged because you've chosen to be there. You're not simply filling a void. You're cultivating connections that resonate with your interests and values. You might find yourself reaching out to old friends, joining clubs or groups focused on your passions, or spending more quality time with adult children or grandchildren. Because your social calendar is entirely yours to curate, you can ensure that the people you spend your time with bring you joy, intellectual stimulation, or comfort. This selective approach means your social life becomes richer and more fulfilling, free from the low-level irritation or exhaustion that can sometimes accompany living with others. You learn to appreciate social interactions more deeply, making each one count, and building a network of truly supportive and valuable relationships. Designed by you, for you. It's about quality over quantity. Every single time. Now, let's talk about something incredibly important for your well-being. The distinct advantage of improved health habits. When you're living alone, you are the master of your own daily routine. And this absolute control is a game changer for your health. Imagine trying to stick to a specific diet or maintain a consistent exercise schedule when others in the household might have different eating preferences, different wake-up times, or conflicting priorities. It can be a constant battle of wills or a source of silent resentment. But when you're on your own, the path to a healthier lifestyle becomes significantly smoother. You decide what groceries come into the house, ensuring your fridge and pantry are stocked with nourishing foods that support your health goals. There's no one else bringing in tempting treats you're trying to avoid, or suggesting unhealthy meal options. This means you can easily plan and prepare meals that are tailored precisely to your dietary needs and preferences. Whether that's focusing on lean protein, fresh vegetables, or reducing processed foods, you set your meal times, eat at your own pace, and enjoy the process of cooking for yourself. Beyond diet, your exercise routine becomes entirely your own. Want to go for a brisk walk first thing in the morning? There's no one else to consider. Prefer a late-night session of stretching or yoga? You can do it without disturbing anyone. You can truly listen to your body, adjusting your activities based on how you feel each day, without external pressure. This autonomy over your health choices leads to more consistent habits, better self-care, and ultimately, a healthier, more energetic you. It's a powerful foundation for robust well-being as you navigate your 60s and beyond, providing the optimal environment for you to truly thrive physically. Next up, we'll uncover even more profound transformations that await you in this rewarding phase of life. All right, we've covered so much already, but the incredible benefits just keep coming. Let's delve into the sixth advantage: a significant reduction in conflict and stress. Think back to any shared living situation, whether it was with a partner, children, or even roommates. There are always, inevitably, disagreements, whether it's about household chores, finances, differing opinions, or just different ways of doing things. These everyday frictions, even minor ones, can accumulate and create a constant underlying hum of stress. When you live alone, that entire dynamic vanishes. There are no arguments about leaving the toilet seat up, no debates about what to watch on television, no silent resentments about whose turn it is to take out the rubbish. Your home becomes a true haven, free from the petty squabbles and tensions that can erode your peace of mind. This reduction in daily conflict is profoundly liberating. It means your mental and emotional energy, which might have previously been spent navigating interpersonal dynamics, is now freed up for more constructive and enjoyable pursuits. You can simply relax in your own space, knowing that the atmosphere is entirely your creation, serene and unburdened by the needs or moods of others. This isn't about avoiding people. It's about creating a personal sanctuary where you can recharge without the subtle, or not so subtle, stressors of cohabitation. The calm that pervades your home translates into a calmer mind, lower blood pressure, and a general sense of ease. It's a gift of tranquility that allows you to truly unwind, de-stress, and cultivate a sense of inner peace that might have been elusive for decades. Your home becomes a place of genuine refuge, fostering an environment where your well-being can truly flourish without external friction. And hand in hand with that beautiful calm, we come to the seventh benefit, the absolute joy of rediscovering your space and making your home truly yours. For years, your living environment was likely a compromise, perhaps a shared aesthetic, or a functional layout dictated by family needs. But now every corner, every piece of furniture, every wall can reflect your unique taste, your history, and your evolving interests. You want to turn the spare bedroom into a dedicated hobby room, a personal library, or a home gym. No one to consult, no one to convince. You can arrange your furniture exactly how you like it, display your collections proudly, and decorate in a style that truly resonates with you. Your home transforms from a shared living space into a personal gallery of your life, a reflection of your personality and passions. This extends beyond aesthetics. It's about the functionality of your space. You can organize your belongings in a way that makes sense to you, without anyone else moving things around or changing your systems. This can lead to a surprising sense of order and efficiency, reducing minor frustrations and creating a flow that supports your daily life. It's an empowering act of self-expression, allowing you to curate an environment that nurtures your spirit and provides the perfect backdrop for your newfound autonomy and interests. Your home becomes a comforting, inspiring extension of yourself, a place where you feel completely at ease and truly at home, perhaps for the first time in a very long while. Finally, and this is the surprise I hinted at earlier, the eighth life-changing benefit often goes unmentioned. Yet it's arguably the most profound, the profound strengthening of your self-identity and purpose. For many men, roles like husband, father, provider, or employee have defined them for decades. When these roles shift or diminish, often coinciding with later life, there can be a profound sense of loss, a feeling of being adrift, living alone. Paradoxically, forces you to confront and redefine who you are outside of these external labels. It's in the quiet moments, in the solitude, that you truly hear your own voice, discern your own desires, and discover what genuinely motivates you. Stripped of external expectations, you have the mental space to reflect on your life's journey, to celebrate your resilience, and to articulate your own unique purpose for this exciting new chapter. This isn't about being lonely. It's about being profoundly in tune with yourself. You learn to rely on your own inner resources, to solve your own problems, and to cultivate a deep sense of self-sufficiency that is incredibly empowering. This period of living alone can become a crucible for forging a stronger, more authentic self-identity, one that is rooted in your intrinsic worth rather than in external relationships or achievements. You develop a clearer sense of direction, a renewed zest for life, and a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are capable, complete, and utterly resilient on your own. It's a journey of becoming the most authentic version of yourself, thriving, not just surviving, and discovering a profound sense of purpose that transcends any previous definition. So, as we reflect on these powerful transformations, remember that choosing or finding yourself in a situation of living alone after 60 isn't a setback. It's an incredible opportunity. We've explored the boundless freedom of increased autonomy, the rich journey of personal growth and self-discovery, and the soothing tranquility of enhanced peace and quiet. We've seen how you gain greater financial independence, cultivate deeper and more meaningful connections, and effortlessly adopt improved health habits. And now, you understand the invaluable gifts of reduced conflict and stress, the joy of truly owning and rediscovering your personal space, and perhaps most importantly, the profound strengthening of your self-identity and purpose. These aren't just isolated advantages. They weave together to create a tapestry of a life lived on your own terms, rich with intention, meaning, and personal fulfillment. Remember, Small shifts in perspective, like embracing this chapter for the incredible potential it holds, can make an enormous difference to your health, your happiness, and your overall sense of well-being. This is your time to flourish, to truly live out loud, on your own terms. I truly hope this has given you a fresh perspective and perhaps even sparked a sense of excitement for this unique phase of life. If any of these benefits resonated with you, or if you have your own experiences of living alone that have brought you joy and growth, please share them in the comments below. Your insights could truly help someone else who might be navigating similar thoughts and feelings. We are building a community here, and your voice matters. And if you found this video helpful or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel. This helps us reach more people who can benefit from these discussions, and it ensures you won't miss out on more content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for watching, and remember, your journey is uniquely yours, and it's always capable of incredible joy and discovery. Live your best life at every age.